Before Sunday's puppy class, Beau and I had the opportunity to get in a really solid workout, and this is the replay. We start with the heel on the flat. There's a little bit of lagging, and I don't call a heel pattern very well. What this should look like is normal pace, slow pace, fast pace, with a couple of stops thrown in. I think I got 1 or 2 stops and didn't vary my pace too much. But it looks pretty good. I'll take it. There is a poodle practicing in the ring next to us, so there's a lot of distraction, and there will be more as the video continues. Now we are going to set up for a heel through the figure 8, and I'm starting with Beau on the inside. I've been playing with starting him on the inside or the outside to see if I'm getting forging or lagging more so with one direction than the other. I think I like starting him on the inside. There's a little bit of lagging, but nothing crazy. Bless you, Beau. A nice automatic sit after the sneeze. Not a lot of crowding. A little bit of lagging. And a nice auto sit. So they'll take it. That looks pretty good. We tend to lose the most points in healing, so this is an area that I need to really step it up. Now, I did command discrimination, but because of the camera angle, you don't see it, so we're going right to drop on recall. I call him, I drop him, and he takes a long time to get to the down position. So I don't love that, but he ends up in a good position, and then I flip him into finish, and we're going to try it again the other way. He gets a yummy because he's a good boy, and because he can easily clear that ring gate and go play with that poodle, so I want to keep his attention on me. So I'll recall, I'll drop him. Better, but still not quite as definitive of a drop as I'd like. And now you see the dumbbell go out, so this is retrieve on the flat. I send the dog, and here comes the happy boy. He ends up in the perfect position, square in front of me, and not a lot of mouthing on the dumbbell. There goes the dumbbell again. I send him again. And he's a little bit mouthy on this recall, but again, his position is fantastic where he ends up, right in front of me, nice and square. Now we are going to the broad jump. And Beau has decided to come sit next to me while I record the audio, so I apologize for the canine mouth noises. So that didn't look good at all. My position away from the broad jump isn't too bad. There's enough room for him to spin back into finish, but that's a sloppy position where he ended up. So we're going to try it again. And I think I might be a little bit too close to the boards here, but that looked pretty good with Beau. He didn't shave off too much of that corner, and there is enough for him to flip into heel position pretty easily. That's the thing about the broad jump. I need to really estimate how far away my feet are from the boards to allow for enough room for him to flip into heel, but not so much that I'm going to lose points. Again, I think I'm too close here. That looks pretty good. So as he goes over the jump, I turn to face him, and he's supposed to end up in front of me. Now he'll correct his position. There you go, that's better. And I'm too close. See how he can't flip into position? But he tries, and he gets there. What a good boy. There's a lot to remember about each exercise, and then you have to stitch them all together. So opportunities for this sort of practice are worth their weight in gold. And people for puppy class are starting to trickle in, which is why you see him distracted and you'll see me look off camera. Now my position is pretty good here. This looks really nice. Over he goes. And his position is pretty sloppy, but he does have room to flip right into heel. Let him have some fun by chucking a piece of hot dog without expectation. And now we're moving on. We are going to do some retrieve over the high jump. Now in the past I've had issues with him jumping over to retrieve, but not jumping over on the return. Let's see what he does. So he jumps over, but he doesn't bring the dumbbell. You'll see the dumbbell on the ground to the left of the jump. So I ask him to flip into heel and lay down while I go get the dumbbell. His reaction to the poodle in the next ring makes me very happy. He's more focused on me, which is great. And we're going to do a quick about turn heel so I can get his attention before we try again. There goes the dumbbell, and send the dog. I love his energy. I love how excited he is. And he comes back again without the dumbbell. Silly boy. Send him again. Remind him what he needs to do. And here he comes. That looks pretty. What a good boy. So that would have been an NQ in competition, but for practice, that's all right. There's no need to get upset or correct him for that. He's clearly having a good time, and we'll just work through it. Practice, practice, practice. Let's try it again. Send the dog over the jump. And there he goes. Instead of coming back over, he came around. So we're going to fix this. I'm not going to throw it. I'm going to place it. Or toss it, I should say. Keep him with me. Bring him right back into heel position. And I'm not throwing it, I'm just sending him. And I'm going to help him. And here he comes. He dropped it, so I'll ask him to pick it up. Again, I can't fault his position when he's in front of me. I'm really pleased. That was pretty messy, but again, he was having a good time. We were working on issues as they arose, so it's all good. We have plenty of time to nail that down. Here we go with another bout of drop on recall. He knows what to do, he's just slow about it. But I liked where he ended up in front of me and then his flip into finish. So we're going to do it the other way. More people are trickling into puppy kindergarten, including instructors and assistants. That looked better. Still a little slow and not quite the sharp drop that I'm expecting. And we're going to do broad jump one more time. Having even 20 minutes makes such a big difference. Being able to truly focus on the exercises. Stitch them all together. My position's pretty good. His position's good. He doesn't cut that corner, which is great, and he ends up in the perfect spot. And he flips into finish nicely. And that's it. So now it's just tossing some hot dog pieces, letting him have some fun, doing some jumps. The jump height is 26 inches here, and I need to determine if his jump height will be 26 inches or 28 inches. I think it'll be 28, but as you can see, he doesn't really have trouble clearing it. So I don't think those extra 2 inches will be a big deal at all. And now it's time for post-workout cuddles. Behind us are about 5 or 6 puppies and about 8, 9 humans coming and going, so I'm very pleased that he's just content to lay there while I put the gear away. There I am, waving to people arriving. Overall, I'd give this workout 7.5 out of 10. We need to tighten up everything, but overall, with the distractions, and since it's been probably about a month and a half, maybe close to 2 months that we had it all pulled together, this isn't bad. He's got some issues that I need to refine. I have some handler issues that I need to refine. So it's a journey. And really, again, I'm not planning on trialing until next spring. So we've got all the time in the world. And that's the video. I really appreciate anyone who made it to the end of it. Thank you so much. I know it's a little bit different from the usual videos that I put up on Beau's channel. If you are a subscriber or a frequent commenter, thank you, thank you, thank you. We don't have a lot of subscribers. That was never the plan. This was truly just a place to chronicle our adventure together. And those of you who are repeat visitors and repeat commenters, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, it means the world. Beau is a very special dog, and I got him at a really challenging time of my life, and as much of a challenge as he was at the beginning, he's turning into just such a fine, fine gentleman and a really great example of a Doberman. So I really appreciate you following along on our journey. And with that, I will let the video play out with just a little bit of music, and you can enjoy Beau relaxing and watching the world go by. Thanks again. Have a great week. See you soon.